How's it going, Lovasea? Dave Cloninger with the Charleston Post and Courier. Maybe a little early to say, but will you get a ring for Georgia from last year?
That's the plan. I hope so.
Okay. Hey, Lovasea, Pete Iacobelli from the AP here in town. Why did you feel the need to want to transfer from Georgia? Is it largely because you wanted to get back to playing running back? Is that why maybe you wanted to come here?
Yes, that's like why, like the biggest like choice why I left. Like I wanted to play running back, and like I wouldn't mind playing DB, but like my whole life I played running back, so I was just like involved in running back. So that's what I wanted to play. So I decided like to end the portal and look at my options.
What was attractive about South Carolina on the whole, and what did they kind of sell you about how you might fit into what they're trying to do offensively?
I mean, I was committed here my 10th grade year already, so I already had like familiar with the system here. So I wanted like what really made me come here was like it close to home. Like I didn't want to leave home. Like, I want to stay in like the area. So that was like the biggest main reason why I chose South Carolina from other schools.
Yeah, going off from that, I mean, then obviously you made the decision to go to Georgia and just, shared how you want to be able to play running back. I mean, was there any other factors that went into the decision once you got to Georgia? It was like, you know what, South Carolina might be a place that I want to check out. Was that something that went through your mind at all before the season, the middle of the season when you were at Georgia?
I mean, during the season, I wasn't like really worried about like leaving because like, I was like more focused on like, winning the national championship. But like towards the end of the season, I started looking at schools like options, like what school like can fit me, like what the depth chart and stuff like that. So then South Carolina had open because they had 2 backs declared. So like that's an opportunity for me to come here and play.
Lou Bajak with the State Newspaper. Lovasea, how has the transition been so far? What's been the biggest thing that stood out to you?
Well, really, it's the same, really, but us here at South Carolina, we work out like in the mornings and stuff, and at Georgia work out in the afternoon. So like it just like flip flop. But other than that, it's been great.
Corey Diaz with the USA Today Network. I'm curious. You were at an SEC school previously. What did you observe about Shane Beamer, his staff, and kind of what was going on here at South Carolina last year while you were still at Georgia, and then now that you've integrated yourself kind of into the fold a little bit, your conceptions of what was going on, have they been confirmed, or is things a little different than maybe what you had previously perceived?
No, like everything like I observed of him, like I thought of him, it's like actually like accurate. But, like with the media, like I used to look on Twitter and stuff, like how like the media be like, I would love to play for him, and like yes, that's true. I like playing for him.
What's it been like kind of getting with this group of running backs and getting to know guys like Juju and Christian and some of those other guys in there? And how do you feel like your skill sets kind of complement each other as you get into the spring ball?
Yeah, it's been good, like, getting to know each other, like, like knowing each other's background and stuff like that. But, like, with skills-wise, I feel like each running back have, like, a different skill set. So, like, each running back, like, they can use us in different ways. Like, me, Juju, like, come out, like, line up in slot, come out the backfield. Like, Lord, Christian, like, more power.
And we see guys usually when they transfer in, I mean, it's not becoming uncommon now for FCS guys to transfer on up, and obviously a Spencer situation coming from Oklahoma. But what does having that experience of playing in the SEC and understanding what those crowds are like and understanding the hype, how much can that help you as you make this move over? Do you feel like a freshman all over again? Do you kind of feel like a veteran in a sense because you're coming from another SEC school?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if I feel like a freshman, but I still feel like I'm very young. It's like the system and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say like, freshman. I wouldn't say a veteran either. So I'm like midway. Like I'm still like learning, and like I'm still like But I've been here for a year, so like I know the system already.
For yourself personally, where does the process start for you in terms of through spring practice and obviously through summer workouts and stuff to positioning yourself come fall camp on the depth chart to where you can be a guy that can get some carries this year and contribute to the team on the field?
Well, with me, since I ain't played like running back in a year, so I got to get like the feeling for it and really get into like deep into the playbook, because like with defense and offense, like the playbook is like way two different things. Like with defense, you ain't got to know too much, but with offense, you got to know like every little detail to it.
Lovasea, when they switched you to D-back, did they, have you wanted to increase your weight, decrease your weight? Do you have to put on or lose that weight now?
I mean, to my now here while I'm here, like no, they want me to like gain. They wanted me to gain more here.
Gotcha. Lovasea, there's obviously a lot of big guys in the running back room. Who's been moving the most weight in the weight room so far?
I would say Marshawn. Yeah, Marshawn Lewis. Pretty big guy, strong.
How different are the workouts here compared to Georgia as far as what y'all do, and is it different from the lifts and the runs, or is it similar that way? And what are some of the other details, I guess?
I mean, here I feel like here like way more different, like like way more like difficult here than what I experienced at Georgia. Like when I first got here, I like in my head I'm like, bro, what are we doing here, bro? Like this ain't nothing. But like I don't like adapted to it, but like they two different things.
Lovasea, you told us that you committed here your 10th grade year, so obviously you were familiar with Coach Muschamp, and then he goes to Georgia. Did you kind of pick his brain about South Carolina before you decided on South Carolina once you thought you were going to transfer?
I mean, hello, repeat that.
Just you had committed here, you said early during high school, so you were obviously familiar with Coach Muschamp, and then he goes to Georgia. He's on the coaching staff at Georgia. I didn't know whether you kind of talked to him when you were thinking about transfer.
Oh nah, we didn't communicate about the situation.
Okay.
Anything else? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.